This is Automated Thought.
Hey, does anyone else remember those Twilight movies? Like everyone else, I thought they were okay when they came out, but looking back now, they seem kind of weak. You know the part that really bugs me? Edward Cullen. He's a 120-year-old vampire with superpowers, but all he does is attend high school an infinite number of times. What the fuck? That's so boring. But he does it, and so do all his vampire brothers and sisters. They just waste their eternal lives sitting through freshman algebra for the umpteenth time. That was boring the first time I did it. They just sit there, not using their superpowers. You know what I'd do if I was a Cullen vampire? It's obvious. I'd make a Batman costume, and I'd put it on, and I'd go out and fight street crime and save people from muggers and rapists using my super strength and speed. And I'd have multiple costumes. Obviously, I'd want to have the modern one that looks totally badass, but then I'd also make a cheaper Adam West looking thing, you know, for those days when I wanted to really have fun. But no matter which one I was wearing, I'd beat the shit out of criminals, like really hardcore. And then I'd pause afterwards, so the person I was saving, they could say something. They'd say something like,
"Holy shit, why are you dressed as Batman?"
And I'd say,
"Because I am Batman. They made all those movies about me without my permission."
Most people would be dubious, but they'd be able to see pretty clearly that I had super strength and speed, and I could leap like super high, and they'd have to accept that I wasn't just some normal guy. Would their mind immediately jump to vampire? Probably not. They might think I was a ninja, or a mutant, or just someone at peak human condition, like, Batman. And I'd do this for years, in different cities, all across America. Batman works at night. Vampires work at night. It makes sense. And there would be so many hundreds of witnesses over the years, so many stories. Eventually, people would have to come to the conclusion that there really is a Batman out there. It would be undeniable. Sounds a lot more fun than rotting away in high school, right? Of course, there's not as much random street crime as there used to be, so that could be an issue. During the slow times, you could get the rest of the Cullens in on the action. A little green hair dye and a purple suit, that would turn Carlisle into a perfectly passable Joker. Jasper would make a decent Robin. And the two vampire ladies, I forget their names, they could be like Catwoman or Poison Ivy or whatever. And we could stage some pretty awesome mock battles.
"Unhand her, Joker."
"You'll never catch me, Batman."
But no, the stupid Cullens didn't have the imagination to think of that. They just sat there in biology class. Edward sat there with Bella, doing the first day of microscope practice for like the 100th time. That's what they were doing when they met, right? The first day of microscopes, when you look at the slide with the amoebas and the parameciums and stuff. I mean, yeah, it was pretty cool the first time you did that. After 100 times, it would get old. It would be better to be Batman, to be the knight. Stupid Cullens.